You feel me? You ready?
Yep. It's Rndm Cuts episode number.
It would be 15.
Are you sure this is accurate?
Yeah,
because we go over this every time and I don't know it. I gotta throw it off to you.
No, it's 15, but like I'm not sure. Yeah, fuck it, it's 15.
Rndm Cuts number 15, or is this a talk? Whatever. We're here.
Goddamn drugs.
With a guest.
This is our cousin Marquise.
Is that how you want to be introduced right there? Marquise.
I mean, what's wrong with Marquise? That's who he is.
Where are you from?
Here, Milwaukee,
Wisconsin,
Chicago, but Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Hey, there you go. All right, we got him in here sitting with us. We're gonna go over a couple of topics, get an alternate point of view, because I think you can give a point of view me and CJ just can't give in different ways. So, I mean, you want to just jump right into it?
Yeah, whatever.
Right to it.
Fuck the banter.
So, okay, before we get to like some music related stuff, me and Marquise over here, we're going over some. Was it this Friday? You going to the gun range? Yeah. He wanted to get me to go to the gun range, so we had like a little debate about this, a small debate, because I'm not saying that people shouldn't have guns, but you were talking to me as if I was saying people shouldn't have guns.
Yeah, I'm saying that it's necessary for most people to have guns.
Like it's necessary, like a utility, like water and electricity, and
like
shit?
a seatbelt.
Like a seatbelt. All right.
Yeah.
I mean, go ahead.
Like I feel like
unpack that.
It's the same way. Like you're not going to put your seatbelt on because you're going to crash into a wall or nothing like that, you know. But one day a wall might fall out the sky on your ass, and when you do, you got your seatbelt. And that's the same theory I pretty much apply to having a gun, you know.
But what about the whole thing? Okay,
better to not have it and not need it. I mean, better to not have it and need it than have it and not need it.
Exactly.
Okay, so let's just play some devil's advocate here. Do you think that you align a little bit with some NRA sensibilities or something? Are you willing to like get in the gun club and shit and be a little paying member?
I think some of my thoughts do align with like the NRA way of thinking, but
like you would go hunting and shit if you
hell
could.
yeah, I want to go hunting.
You just like to shoot guns in general, like for fun. Probably more for fun than for protection, but you just like shooting guns.
I mean, but that's not why I want to go hunting though, nothing like that.
Oh,
I don't want to just kill nothing like that.
Well, sidebar, let's get into that. Like, so why do you want to go hunting? What's the appeal?
Because I'm starting to really develop like a strong sense of distrust of like establishments,
like
man.
Whoa, and that makes you want to go kill animals, bro?
No, because like
factory farming thing?
Yeah, okay, you like what fuck my head up.
What's up?
The first time I went into a grocery store and looked down and seen some shit that said grass fed, I immediately looked at all the other shit like, so what y'all been feeding this shit? I thought all this shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
because that's what it's supposed to eat.
Yeah, I wonder what are they feeding?
Exactly.
Probably like some type of corn feed or something.
You know what I mean? And you gotta pay extra for the grass fed shit. You know what I mean? You gotta pay extra for this animal to be eating what it's actually supposed to be eating. Like like it's crazy to me that don't trip a lot of other people out.
Yeah, I mean, when you get into the whole thing, it does get crazy.
Yeah.
I had somebody telling me I need to switch over to like lab grown meat. I haven't made it that far yet. That's some space age shit.
I mean, what would be the purpose of lab grown meat?
Because you didn't harm anybody to produce that meat.
I mean, I wouldn't mind trying it. I wouldn't mind trying it if
it's the circle of life, CJ.
I wouldn't mind trying it. Sure, I want some lab meat, nigga.
But anyway, let's bring it back to the gun topic here. So I just don't think it'd be super fun to do guns. I know you say that people should have them on them in case of emergencies, but look at all the mass shootings. I think you just had a mass shooting, like, was it yesterday or the day before at a church or something? Nobody's ever there really to draw the gun and ever stop the dude and never be like action hero and shit. It never really works out despite everybody wanting to carry guns.
It happens sometimes.
Yeah, I think if more people did, situations like that would be a lot. You know what I mean? Happen a lot less. You know, people going to a church ready to shoot people because they know there's nobody in the church with guns. They not going to have a gunfight. You know, They're not going nowhere to have a gunfight. They going to places where they know it's gonna be easy targets. I mean, if it's a nigga in there like me, and I mean, I don't go to church, but if I did, I'm gonna have a gun on me. Nigga come in this church thinking there's some of that.
Gun in church?
I don't know, but I will.
I think moralistically you shouldn't, but
I have a gun everywhere.
It's just a building, bro.
I take a gun everywhere.
You can just walk in.
Exactly.
With the gun.
It ain't like no holy force.
I don't think anybody. I mean, when's the last time you been to church? It's not like security is there.
I don't know when the last time.
No, not you. See, I mean, like when you walk into churches, it's not like a security. You just walk in. It's just a building and shit.
Whatever.
You going to do whatever. Like nobody gonna pat you down or stop you. But okay. So with this setup, how'd you feel about the whole let teachers have guns in classrooms? Like, was that too far or outlandish?
That's too far. I don't think teachers should have, you know what I mean, guns, but I do think it should be like some type of authority figure or officer there.
With a gun.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, because police, granted that it's a lot of fucked up police out here. They go through actual training to, deal with people, versus a teacher who could just be emotional, whatever the fuck. You know what I mean? Yeah, I mean, or they might be scared because most teachers in the ghetto schools be bitches. Because they don't be ready for it. You know what I
don't know. When I went to school, you got to be like a different breed of teacher to want to deal with people throwing trash cans at you and trying to like
fight you and shit.
Blindside you and shit. And
now imagine if that teacher had a gun.
Okay, me and Marquise both went to North. My freshman year. I think, both our freshman year.
Yeah.
So what, you gonna gun down the student? Oh, I'm just not hearing that. So like, what you gonna gun down the student like while like math class is going on? Like,
no. This is what I'm saying. When we went to North, I saw so many different crazy fucking things that damn near teachers need at least a baton to protect themselves. Because people at North especially,
get this nigga a flashlight or something.
Did you ever go up? Our high school was split into 3 fucking mini schools, which I didn't help shit because I think it just made shit a gang.
Yeah.
So it's like, I'm from Truth, I'm from Genesis, and I'm from Humanities.
Yeah.
When you went up to Humanities for fucking class, I went up there, they was fucking wild as hell. They would turn the lights out, lock the teacher out, and just go crazy and shit. So for that type of shit, it's like, who's getting paid enough to come to work to deal with that type of fuckery? I've seen
teachers should get paid more because they definitely don't get paid enough.
We had a teacher, Mr. Schauhauser, who was a little bit of a weird guy, kind of funny guy. He's definitely
a weird guy. He probably a pedophile. He's probably a bit of a pedophile, bro.
They turned out the lights and they threw a garbage can at his head and shit. So it's just like, this is what you're getting paid.
That's what this little creep ass get, bro.
To do the work.
Bro, Mr. Schauhauser was kind of creepy. He
to
was
work in
talking about eating pussy and all type of shit. Nigga, we in the 9th grade, bro. These bitches.
Hold on, tell that story.
Yeah, bro. The little bitches initiated the conversation with him. It wasn't just like he just walked up, hey girls. You know what I mean? Like
that's how he
talked though.
A little bit. He had 2 different voices.
He had 2 different voices. Yeah. Like he'd talk like that, or then he'd just be like, "You're bad."
That was his stern voice.
B-A-D.
And
then
was
he
like
actually spell it. Like, bitch, I'm 15. I can spell bad.
B-A-D.
Yeah, he was weird, bro. You know what I mean? And so but anyway, back to him talking about eating pussy with the 15-year-old girls that he's supposed to be teaching science and shit. You know what I mean? But so
okay,
what is it, biology?
He should no. He shouldn't have partaken, but I'm pretty sure this probably was set up by the girls being like, "Do you eat pussy, Schauhauser?"
Yeah.
Because they would go up to him and be like, "Do you eat pussy? Do you eat pussy?" Because they thought it was funny to ask.
And the bitch should have got rolled up.
So eventually, when he said he ate some pussy, now it's wrong, and now they victims and shit. They're victims.
Yes. No, they not victims.
They're not victims. But
hell
he's
no.
a criminal.
What's your?
He's a creep. Yeah.
Schauhauser.
And it wasn't like it was like you just exaggerated a little bit. Like it wasn't like they pressured him like, you eat pussy. Schauhauser, you eat
No,
pussy.
they would ask. They
asked this question one time. I was in the class.
They'd keep asking him.
And you know what his response was? Yeah, I go down on my girls all the time.
Girls.
I swear to
My
God.
girl.
I swear to God, that's what he said.
That nigga was trying to start a cult.
Maybe he's a creep.
I mean, I think he said he had a girlfriend that talked in her sleep or something. He couldn't sleep in the same room with her because of
that nigga was a weirdo.
One thing or another.
Schauhauser deserved that garbage can, bro.
Didn't he get hit by a vehicle at some point, like a bus or some shit?
Bro.
Yeah, he was. I mean, at North Division, we had plenty of wild teachers and shit. The principal didn't have kneecaps or something, so I think she'd waddle up to you and shit.
Dr. Hunter.
She could walk upstairs fast as fuck. Like when you saw her coming upstairs with no knees.
Hold on, wait a second. We getting way too sidetracked. You was telling that story to.
Well, this is just more North Division stories, I guess.
Yeah, we kind of got off into it.
We was talking about guns.
I mean, I guess we kind of like we transitioned over to the guns in schools, and that led over.
Oh,
to
guns in
schools.
schools.
Yeah.
Teaching was guns in schools.
And then that led us to talk
But this
about.
why teachers don't need guns and shit. Cause
Yeah,
you got creeps in there.
fucking Showhauser running around that motherfucker.
Talking about eating pussy and shit like that. We don't need a gun too. The fuck, hell no. But no, I think the problem is with situations like that, bro. A teacher should be teaching at a school from an area they familiar with, or just with a demographic that they familiar with. I mean, so no, but no, I don't think teachers would get back to what we was talking about. No, I don't think teachers should have guns in schools, bro. That's just ignorant. Yeah.
I mean, shit. If you leave it to some of those resource officers that you talking about, like somebody on campus, like Tree with a gun, bro.
He wasn't no resource officer. That's some North Division shit.
He was a dude off the street. North Division went to the basketball court and was like, y'all want to get $10 an hour or something, and just brought these dudes in. So these dudes were like goons. They'd chase us and be like, we gonna beat your ass. I mean, our resource officer was like a very old man. He looked like the mailman off Mr. Rogers, but black and shit. That was our resource officer, but
he had the resources.
He didn't have the resources. The goons were the resources. The big ass NBA players and shit.
He did not have the resources.
They'd come and chase you down and shit. They'd smoke weed with the cool kids and shit and chase down nerds and shit. So yeah, that was
for the nerds.
That's going to high school in a just ghetto ass area. That's going to high school in a ghetto ass area, and that's what that was.
North wasn't that. I mean, it was bad though, but I ain't saying that. But I enjoyed my couple months there.
That's because you're a bad kid, bro. You over here.
I left. I got out of there. He's gonna kick me out. I guess.
No, you were beefing. He was beefing with like a nigga from the Republican of Congo or some shit. Somewhere Africa. This nigga Kadima was from motherfucking Mr. Kadima was he was like an African. He was like an African teacher that would that could be on like the African National Geographic shits and not see my place. His lips was like, I don't know if that's being racist.
Bro.
That's not what they was. Though. No, honestly, his lips were just like
he just giving the accurate description of the nigga.
Bro,
his lips were so big that it didn't.
He used to have permanent duck lips.
His lips were so big that
Rndm does not condone anything said.
His lips was so big that it altered the way he talked because he talked with plenty fucking lip. So he'll be like, Mr. Marfis and all this. And he was one of them Africans that spoke French too. So I'm sure when he spoke French, this nigga was spitting and shit.
So I had to bitch ass nigga twice for math and French class.
He was a fun teacher to kind of wild out on. Like, he was trying to teach, but if you just go into class and act a fucking fool, it's kind of funny and shit.
I ain't like that nigga.
So that's what we'd do. So in turn, he didn't like Marquise. Him and Marquise were majorly beefing. I think he tries to get Marquise kicked out of school and shit. Or something like that.
That's why I left. I went to Vincent and got kicked out.
Look at the common denominator there. But see, you was just fucked up, bro. You was just fucked up because Kadima, I got my little shit off on. Him and Arrington, him and all these teachers
Mr.
that we
Arrington
had.
was cool.
Yeah, he was cool, but I wasn't one of the cool kids, so I wasn't being cool solid with Arrington and shit. So
he was solid. I fucked with Mr. Arrington.
Yeah, you ran in that circle. I was with Lavelle and them. Okay, this is a little bit of a personal thing here, guys. So sorry about this podcast thing. This one guy that I went to high school with, Lavelle, I've seen this guy multiple times throughout my life at different points, and I just run into him, and I'll be like, Lavelle? At different fucking places. And he always recognized me, even though I probably look different than I did when I was fucking 16.
Dude.
He always be like, Kenna? So I gotta be like, oh, hey, Lavelle. I've run into him at Walmart in the parking lot. I ran into him over on the east side when I was kicking it with a bunch of white kids, and he came with a bunch of white kids and was kicking like, you on the east side? I'm like, what the fuck? I'm always running into this nigga Lavelle. So I don't know. I don't know if it means something, if I should pay attention to that. Maybe I should talk to this nigga. I don't know. Right, maybe he'll get me on to something that'll make like $1 million or something, because I just keep seeing him.
Maybe it's a sign.
Yeah, something is like, you gotta fuck with this nigga Lavelle. Like you keep,
bro, he got the plug for you.
He keep coming up to me. And he be like, "Yeah, I be, how you talk to a nigga kind of smooth, where you be like, yeah, hey, what up, bro? Yeah, we should, kick it, link up one time or something like that." But I don't be meaning that shit. I don't be meaning it. Like, I don't really want to kick it with this nigga, but I be like, yeah, bro, Facebook, bro. But I don't want to kick it with a nigga, so. But maybe I should. It's a sign.
That's crazy. You know who I bumped into from North the other day?
Who?
D Nice.
Who the fuck is that?
Remember dude that was on the football team, buff ass black nigga?
Oh, probably.
On the G. But the nigga was a whole nigga, bro. He talk like a white boy now.
It's
I didn't
something.
even recognize him. He a cute dog.
It's something from North that'd be interesting to talk about, but I don't know if we should talk about it. Change them levels. We ain't gonna bring up no names in here, but you know that nigga Freeman. You already know where I'm going with that.
Yeah, creep ass nigga.
Creepy ass nigga. He was the nigga that was running around. He was the nigga running around and that'd be ribbon. The most basic type of ribbon too. The ribbon that's just like, get the fuck out of here, bro. You're not even funny.
Yeah.
But everybody thought he was funny. Everybody thought he was funny.
Mad. He used to be flaming.
And the thing is, this nigga was the ugliest nigga in the school and shit. He was black. He was black as fuck. He looked like what's his name? Skeeter off of Doug and shit. Blackest bitch. But he will run around ribbon niggas like, you like a porcupine and a dog mixed together. You look like a cow and a duck, nigga. You look like he had combined two animals and say you look like that. Yeah. And everybody be like, explode and shit. And I'll be like, dude, how is this fucking funny? You like a hippopotamus. And dude, if you could combine the names of it, it's a wrap because he's going to combine the names.
The hippopotamus. Look at that.
Yeah, you like a hippopotamus. And niggas be ready to throw up, bro. They'd be like, what the fuck is going on?
Fucking Bill Cosby in the house.
Right. So, I mean, he was one of them niggas I always hated at North for real because he wasn't like, you're not funny, bro. And it's justice because that nigga turned out to be a creep, a creepy ass nigga who be like on Instagram and shit stalking bitches. So it's just like, I don't know. I got a chip on my shoulder from high school probably. That's what it sounds like. Right?
Yeah, it do.
But justice, look at me and then look at them now, nigga.
I said, nigga, I'm doing good.
I'm over here doing good.
Bitches.
I'm doing real good.
I'm doing good at you stalking bitches.
Yeah, they stalking bitches. That? These niggas. These niggas ain't shit. So fuck them. Anyway,
he said, whose pants are down now?
Yeah,
Freeman.
whose pants are down now, bro?
I don't remember that.
Maybe you was gone already. I think I was there longer than you.
Yeah, you was there longer than me.
After the Kadima fallout.
Yeah, I got out of there.
He got. I don't know. You just left.
Yeah, my mama took me out of there because every time I kicked me out.
Oh, should we tell the story? We ever told one now? The funniest me and Marquis story probably. We got a couple of them from North because we used to skip school and shit and just walk around the city.
A lot.
Like that shit was like it was fun, but like when you look back on that shit, you like we just skipped school and walked around to different locations
and did nothing.
You walked for like 6 hours and shit, right?
Nothing. So this is just like the beginning of our 9th grade year. We was fucking 14. We didn't know how to skip school yet, nigga.
We didn't get into a lot of trouble.
And then I was with Keno, so it ain't like I'm on the block. You know what I mean?
No, we weren't committing criminal activity, but we were just skipping school and shit. It was lightweight shit for Keith. It was lightweight shit. It was a mild day for you. It was exciting for me. I was super excited. But I would kick it with Marquise, and when we get in trouble, I could get away with the shit, but Keith would always get caught because Wanell was not going to let shit slide.
She
like
do not play that shit.
She lived to be an investigator, and she lived to tell on kids and get kids' ass.
She checking up on shit.
She lived for that shit. This is Marquise's mom right here, my auntie. Yeah. She lived for that type of shit. So I would get away with shit. I think one time we skipped. Were you in the basement when we skipped? And we got chased down by Tree and all the goons and shit. They popped out of like fucking different doors and shit. Yeah. We ran for it and shit. So I think we got suspended.
Yeah.
So we couldn't go to school. So we just gonna fucking walk around town all day.
That shit took forever.
And I thought I got away clean with it, but then somehow fucking Wanell found out Marquise. So
yeah, they called and said I wasn't there. Like, bitch, y'all suspended me.
They called and said Wanell needs to come back up to school before he get let back in.
No, they just said I wasn't there. And she was
no, like, at some point when this plan came to be, this plan I'm about to lay out, Marquise,
the master plan.
They said we need your mom to come back up to school to talk to her before you could come back to school. Like, so they called Wanell, and Wanell was like, I got to go up to the school. So you remember the story?
It sounds familiar.
So Keith called me and I'm like,
it's getting familiar.
I'm like, we gotta get out of trouble, bro. We gotta do whatever we can to get out of trouble. I'm like, we need to stop Wanell from going up to that school. I'm like, I don't know, bro. Shit.
Shit. First, no, don't talk about that.
She ain't gonna see that.
Don't talk about that. Shit. I was just talking. I forgot all about that shit. No, don't talk about that.
It's a good story. We just gonna
we'll tell you about it off camera.
Sorry, viewers.
Oh my god! You serious?
Bro, yeah, bro.
This is 15 years ago.
Bro.
He don't want to seem grimy.
You don't want to give the R&D exclusive.
He don't want to see.
Hold on, CJ, baby.
CJ, don't post this one on Instagram.
No, you can post.
They not gonna see it on
this,
YouTube.
No, we ain't
Yeah,
gonna
they
talk.
probably won't see it on
They not.
YouTube.
Why they don't even go on
And
YouTube to find our
It's
podcast?
20 minutes into the podcast.
Everybody in our family will see it if we put it on Instagram, like Anthony. And
Yeah, I'm not gonna clip like I didn't clip the part about like the whole family shit in the last episode because I'm like I ain't got time for that.
So let's give them the exclusive.
No, bro. I don't think we should do it. Kiddo's trying to throw me under the bus, man.
No, it's me too. I'm there too.
You too.
Because I pumped you. I pumped you up and gave you the idea.
Oh, the G you did. You dirty motherfucker. And I used to just be down for shit too. Like, fuck it sound like a good idea.
Bro, we gotta lay it out if we go set it up
I
like
don't
this.
want to talk about it. Oh shit! I used to be stupid.
We kind of got away with what happened, but I think you could infer where we're going with this one. You got to keep her from going up to school.
Yeah.
We'll leave it at that.
Yeah.
Anyways,
We tried, but we got away with that part. But she still went up to the school.
but she still went up to the school.
Yeah.
Like we hindered Wynell in a major way, and she was like, "No, fuck that, I'm gonna fix this now," and still go up to still made it up to school.
Like damn.
Got us in trouble. Anyways, let's.
Yeah, the bro, you bogus.
He didn't even remember. That's the funniest story right there. Anyways,
I did not until you got
know,
almost to the point.
You know what, CJ? Have I told you that? Oh, okay, fuck it. But anyways,
We're gonna talk about it.
Yeah, let's transition over into.
Damn, I forgot all about that, bro. That's crazy.
Let's transition of. I mean, I guess we can. What's another dumb thing? Just so we don't leave them hanging like that. Okay, this would be interesting to talk about. Just another personal thing. The first time I got high. Second time I got high. Second, because I had gotten high before. Marquise didn't like to believe this. He always like, no, I got you high first.
Cause you weren't really high. You told me you didn't get high.
So nah.
You didn't get high then. You smoked.
Okay, I think you're right.
So you just smoked.
I went with Marquise one time because Marquise used to walk off and always get high and shit. And he'd come back, and me and Matthew was some niggas that we were skateboarders. We were like, we don't do drugs. We was just skateboarding. But no, Matthew would take it a step further. Matthew would be like, when this nigga Keith's coming high, he's gonna be on some Bam Margera shit and like fight this nigga. Like he gonna fight this nigga and wrestle with him and shit. He did it to me too, but that's a little bit later in the story. Like Keith would come in high, kind of ugly, eating Starburst, like doing this. And then
I used to be breaking the gas station.
I remember Matt came
pay for no candy.
Matt came out of order one day. This nigga was high and Matt got a broom and just start whacking this nigga with a broom and shit. Like what the fuck is going on?
I do remember that shit.
And he scratched you because the broom was like unraveling the shit around and he scratched you and shit. And you was high and yeah, it was like aluminum.
Yeah,
and he scratched your arm and shit.
Yeah,
he was out of line, right? Like now we look back on that, like what was he on, bro?
I should have beat Matthew ass.
Bro, he came and attacked you with a broom because you were high. Like what the fuck?
I should have beat Matthew ass.
But anyway,
I forgot about that.
Marquise took me to go get high with him and like. I don't know. Marquise always had a bunch of friends that was grown as hell. It was probably like 38 or something we was smoking with.
Yeah, I was like 14, 13.
Yeah, and I was sitting here. I'm
niggas,
probably,
bro.
Yeah.
I was always around grown niggas.
Did we go smoke 2 blunts?
Like 2 blunts.
We smoked 2 blunts, and this is probably the same for anybody's first time getting high. You good for a little while. You like, I'm good. Then when you start walking back,
oh
shit starts getting drastic.
Nigga.
Shit start like I start blacking out a little bit and shit. For real. So we went in the house and shit, and
Reggie too.
I blacked out and shit.
That's all it was. Really.
Yeah, that's all it was back then.
That's all it was.
It wasn't really loud. It wasn't really out here in Milwaukee.
And even
like
if it
that,
was loud, we couldn't
14.
afford loud. We was kids.
Yeah.
So, I remember going to the house and we was about to make food and shit, and I was talking to Marquise because it was high and I'm like, I'm hungry, even though shit is kind of like moving. Shit feel like a strobe light on or some shit. But anyway, I blacked out.
You feel the rotation of the planet.
You're right. I felt like the magnetic field, bro.
We used to be hiding the bitch. I mean, we was kids though. So
yeah. So yeah, you don't get high like that anymore. But
hell nah.
So I blacked out. Okay. And when I came back from blacking out and shit, I was scooping some macaroni and cheese out of a pot, but I didn't.
Don't listen.
But I didn't have a spoon. So when I came back from the blackout, I was just stabbing a pot of macaroni and cheese with a fork. I was stabbing it and shit. Like I wasn't getting none out. And Keith was like dying on the floor laughing about the shit.
It's just a big ass ball of macaroni at the end of the fork.
Like cold macaroni that stuck together and shit. Like in the big fucking
Why wasn't
thing.
you eating it?
He was
Because I was
supposed
trying to
be
get it
putting
out the
on a plate
pot, but
to
I was
microwave it or some shit.
all right. I was putting it on the plate, but I was stabbing it with a fork. Like this wasn't gonna work.
I just hate that shit cold.
Ugly ass nigga.
Macaroni cold is alright.
No, you
Nah,
ugly.
it's-
You get too
yeah.
high. Stop. That's bad for your health.
Cold macaroni.
You about to get Ebola, bro. But I stabbed this macaroni. Keisha's on the floor laughing. I feel like I remember eating this macaroni. Like I made a big dumbass plate of macaroni, and Keisha's like, "Why you make that big ass plate of macaroni?" This was like back when you were younger and you had like food wars, where it's like you would go over to the other person's house and eat like maximum food and shit. And niggas would get mad, like, "Why you eat that much food over our house?" And I'm like, "Dude, get the fuck out."
Maximum food.
Yeah, because it'd be like, bro, like get out of here. I'm just eating. But
I don't remember that. I don't remember.
I feel like I didn't eat the mac and cheese because that was when you can get so high that you eat shit and you be like, the consistency is just fucking with me in my mouth. Like I can't eat this. So I think I was like, fuck the mac and cheese.
I wonder why we used to be that fucking high, bro.
Cause it was your first time.
Yeah, your body wasn't really used to it.
Yeah, I don't know.
And plus you wouldn't smoke as consistently because back then you probably were
I
smoking
used
a
to
lot.
smoke a lot.
You would go
I was
around with
smoking
niggas,
consistent
but
since I was like 12, 13, I've been smoking consistently.
so okay, just to finish this up, I think I went and ate some pizza or some shit, but I blacked out again. Okay. And then when I got back from blacking out, I was in like a bathroom and I was meowing in the mirror. I was like, meow, meow, meow. And Marquise was like, "What the fuck are you doing up there?" And shit. And I'm like, "I don't know." Like I was meowing. And then I think I passed out, felt sick, passed out. Wynell came home and that
What
just,
happened to the macaroni, bro?
I don't know. I'm hoping that everything was cool for when Wynell came home, because if it wasn't, like when Wynell came home, it was like stress just go up.
Work.
Cause she came in like on some detective shit.
Oh, coming from work for you to be high.
Me and Marquise had to like run away plenty of times from Wynell. Like when you get the spidey sense, when that door knob start turning, you notice that door start, and you gotta hit it. Cause Wynell was about to bust in and be like, "What?" We did it one time. We ran down the stairs and she's like, "Who is that?"
Who is that?
Nigga, I was probably like, I'm about to jump out the bathroom. I'm about to open the basement. Matthew had
I forgot about that, bro. We used to do all type of.
Matthew had a fucking window in the basement. I'm like, I'm about to go climb out the basement window.
Yeah, bro.
She'd catch us and then kick us out. And be like, go stand outside for fucking hours.
It's cold.
You pissed me off. Yeah, it was
What was
cold.
y'all running, bro?
Because we weren't supposed to be there. We supposed to be at school or some shit.
And we was smoking weed. We was
Yeah,
rolling up on
man.
the table. We had a fucking bong out and shit.
Oh, y'all bugging.
Yeah, we was on the kitchen table, bro, just like
Yeah.
it was a fucking music video, bro. Like,
Fucking frat house.
yeah.
That
But,
was it.
yeah.
That niggas just stupid. I
yeah.
don't know. Yeah, we was tripping.
I mean, you don't have shit like that?
No. I just smoked and I didn't get like.
You weren't smoking with enough niggas or something like that. Because when you smoking and you kicking it, shit pop up all the time. Crazy shit happen. You get little stories and shit.
Yeah.
I got high stories, but I ain't got no motherfucking like. I was running from mama and like nah. I was we had bongs on the table and shit. Like,
It was wild like that.
yeah.
That's just how it was.
That's how we roll, nigga.
Right. But no, I mean, and there's plenty of shit like that, especially when you just start getting high. I remember when you used to smoke in Brittany room over on 36. One time, like, they was like, "Mama coming" or something, and all of us ran into Brittany's closet and just got in there. And I'm like, dude, if she look in this closet and just see 9 niggas in here like it's fucking Auschwitz or something, like we fucking like it's some Anne Frank shit, and we just like 9 niggas hiding. It's like 9 people hiding in the closet, bro. She gonna be like, "Y'all high as fuck." But I don't know how we used to get away with that, because I don't feel like if my kids were smoking one floor under me or something or over me, I feel like I'd smell that shit.
Yeah, and we used to be right upstairs in Brittany room getting high in the bed.
Yeah, just getting high as fuck with Brittany.
2, 3 blunts up there.
Yeah, because
Often.
yeah, CJ was around. He remembered, but he was just a little
You
kid.
remember that?
Not exactly. I was doing my own thing.
No, you weren't, nigga.
You ain't had nothing.
All right, what the fuck?
I wasn't with y'all smoking and fucking. I wasn't.
Because nobody was trying to get you to smoke. You was 7.
Yeah, okay, so I
Niggas was
wasn't
like,
doing
"Go away."
that. I was doing some other shit.
No, you was still around because you wanted to like kick it,
Yeah, but I wasn't in the room with the high stories. Like, shit.
Yeah, but we used to be smoking in the house a lot around 36. Brittany room used to be straight kicking spot.
Shit, when my mom and Dallas went home, the house was just.
Every time we spent the night over there, we end the night smoking.
Somehow, or like even if it was a black or some shit, niggas would get a black and shit and just pass that shit around. It's not your thing.
I ain't never was that nigga. Like,
Well, I think the dynamics.
It's just over.
I think shit was a little different back then. Even back then, bro. Right, just the whole thing back then was a little different. Like I feel.
I smoked the black once, and I was just like, "What I do that for?
Why am I doing this?
What I do that for?"
Mm-hmm. But all right, okay, let's transition to some other shit. And this is a good conversation to get into right here because Marquise was a OG Eminem fan over here. How many years ago? What, middle school time?
Middle school.
You start falling out like high school. That kind of Jeezy took over.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Jeezy.
Because Jeezy was your favorite rapper for a long time. But before that was Eminem.
Yeah.
He had the poster up on the wall with Eminem with. I think Eminem had a do rag on in that fucking.
He had a hoodie on.
He had a do rag with a headband over it. Yeah. You remember Eminem wore that type of shit, like do rags and headbands at the same time and shit.
Type shit. I don't know.
Everybody wore that shit.
I remember seeing Eminem in a Kango at some point. Like, nah, bro.
Say, no, that ain't you, Em.
That's not. I don't think that is the do rag. Like, why did nobody ever question why was Eminem wearing the do rag? Like, do you co-sign white people wearing do rags, bro? Is that cool?
What the fuck you want to wear? I don't know.
That's straight. Like, did Josh wear do rags and shit?
No, Josh didn't wear do rags. When he got his dreads, yeah.
Okay.
But niggas out here wearing kilts and shit.
Niggas wearing kilts?
Yeah, ain't no black Irish people.
Who wearing a kilt?
Kanye wore a kilt. I've been seeing a couple niggas.
Well, Kanye is mentally unstable. I think that's proven.
A couple niggas wear kilts out here.
All right. Well, I mean, it just looked funny with the do rag and shit. But Eminem, we've gone over him on this podcast like a lot. We've gone over his whole career, discography of where it went wrong, how it's coming back. The interesting. I'm a big Eminem fan, so don't think I'm ever down talking Eminem. I defend Eminem even now. Fuck that.
Yeah, you do tend to side on the give Eminem a chance. You know, type of thing.
Yeah,
because it's straight up disrespect.
He always deserves one.
It's straight up disrespect. I will say that Eminem probably has had more bad albums than good albums at this point because he didn't release so many motherfucking albums. The original. Let's see if Marquise agree with this timeline. I feel like the classic three are Slim Shady LP, Marshall Mathers LP. Do you consider Eminem Show a classic? Yeah. Because CJ didn't. So I definitely do. Okay, so from somebody who was around listening to it when it dropped and shit.
Eminem Show had what, like White America on it?
I mean, I would say Without Me, that's a single, but I don't. I mean, that's not the dopest song.
But it was a single though, and that bitch did go triple platinum.
It had. Did this bitch have Cleaning Out My Closet on it? Yeah, I think it did.
So. Oh, nigga, what? And it had Superman on it.
Yeah, Superman was on there.
You tripping?
So I think those are the original three classics. Then it started getting a little fucking funky. It started getting into the whole curtain call. He started doing the re-up. Encore, the re-up with like Stat Quo and Cassius and a bunch of niggas that you don't even know.
I think it got iffy at Encore, and then curtain call, but re-up, but yeah, I mean.
And this was from somebody who was like, and I wonder what happened because this is somebody who was on top of the game. The sound of it just changed a little bit. If you listen to Eminem for that era, like it's wonky ass beats and shit. It's him just kind of rapping himself into a fucking black hole and shit. It's not catchy and shit. It's not catchy like the other shit was. So hold on, let's keep going because you had at some point do we get to fucking Relapse? I think that was not good. With that, I didn't like the accents. I didn't like fucking.
Yeah, I want for that.
I listened to 3 in the morning. 3 in the morning with the coroner at the corridor in the cornea and the corduroy wearing corduroy like. And I was like, I'm not so much into this. This whole Eminem is a literal serial killer thing he was trying to give off. He had a song on there talking about getting like molested by his stepdad or something. It's like, this isn't a good look. Like in a comical fashion. It was kind of weird. It was a very weird song. I think his comeback came with Recovery. Keith told me that was a good album for a long fucking time, and I was always like, man, fuck out of here. And then I listened to it one day, and I was like, no, this album is great.
Recovery got off on Recovery. That's the one. Yeah.
Then it starts getting a little iffy again. All right. We go into Marshall Mathers LP 2. You probably didn't even listen to that.
I didn't. It got to a point where Eminem one of them.
You just wasn't trusting him no more.
But I still know that anytime he capable of dropping some amazing shit because he Eminem, he gonna always have that respect. And that's what I mean when I say like he always deserved a chance.
Actually, I think I skipped over one because I feel like the Bad Meets Evil album that was great. That was good.
That was nice.
That was real good. That was him and Royce going back and forth.
That was real nice.
But so it's a shaky thing. I'm sure you didn't listen to what was the fucking one with the American flag on it? That got like that one got real crazy. See there? It was a re-album. Revival. It was Revival because he got re-albums. It's the Recovery, the Revival, Relapse.
Yeah, I ain't.
So Revival was pretty bad. It had like a bunch of pop shit. He had a song with Alicia Keys or something. He had a song where he was like going against he was a political song and it had bad bars like, oh, America's in a tough pickle and it's something we gotta deal with. Or your booty heavy duty like diarrhea. It's just dad jokes and shit. Yeah. But he kind of came back again. I think with Kamikaze. I mean, I think it was good.
It had some joints on there, but I don't.
Chloroseptic was nice.
Yeah.
No, that was on Revival.
Oh, was it?
And then it had a remix with 2 Chainz and some other dude. But Eminem always deserved the benefit of the doubt. He's a legend. Yeah. I can't take away from him being a legend.
He one of them type of people like I be down there at a point like that with Lil Wayne. Even though he be making, even though a lot of his latest shit I like, you know, but.
Carter 5 was good.
He damn near got that feel with me too, where it be like, okay, he's gonna drop a lot of shit that I don't like, and I probably feel like.
Where did that go wrong? Was it the Rock album?
Definitely the Rock album. Lollipop. It went wrong with Lollipop.
That was Carter 3 though. That was when he was at his hottest. That was a Millie. That was.
Lollipop is where he started that bullshit.
Lollipop. Johnny wanna. But if it wasn't for that, you wouldn't have Young Thug. So Johnny wanna.
And that's a fact. You know what I mean? And that's a fact. A lot of niggas is a whole bunch of Wayne sons, bro. A lot of niggas is different styles that Wayne played with became a lot of people.
We talked about that. It's a clear handful of dudes who got a bunch of sons. So Eminem is one of them. Yeah. It's a whole department of rap that rap.
Wayne got more sons than anybody, bro.
I don't know. It might be equal with Wayne and Eminem because Eminem got a bunch of niggas who are super fast rapping, lyrical, blah, 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 type of shit. Wayne got a bunch of Young Thug is his kid, and Young Thug got a bunch of kids. So those Wayne grandkids, I guess. Who else?
I know all them niggas, bro. Them is Wayne sons.
Can we throw Drake on there? I mean, I don't know because Drake kind of. Drake kind of rides styles. Drake kind of jump styles and shit.
And did something completely different.
Yeah, he ain't no.
He did the singing thing.
You could say that at one point, but now no.
He made the singing shit super popular. Those whole. I mean, you could say Kanye.
Drake actually sang though.
You could say Kanye.
Yeah, Wayne wasn't singing.
Wayne was trying to sing his heart out, bro.
Yeah, Wayne was.
Wayne created like the auto-tune bullshit.
Stretching his voice.
Drake created the more Bryson Tillery type of niggas.
Does that mean he wasn't singing though?
Drake's son.
Don't mean he wasn't singing? Because he was singing badly.
I mean, no, but the style of singing is different.
It's not because I think the Drake thing is a takeoff of Kanye's 808s and Heartbreak shit. And Wayne was trying to do that because...
but Drake make more pure R&B. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like Wayne was trying to.
Like that Scorpion album. If you release half of the
it's a lot of rapping.
It was just R&B. No, it was one album where it was like just rap.
Yeah, it was a double disc, wasn't it?
The next disc was just complete
R&B. Yeah, that's true.
I went to the concert. I didn't even know half of the shit he was saying because I didn't listen to that.
I mean, and Drake was Wayne protege. So.
You see Drake?
Yeah, hell yeah.
How much was that?
I don't know.
And how far away were you?
In Chicago.
No, I mean how far away from the stage?
I had some good seats. I was like at the where it's the floor, then it's the like level after that. I was at the front of that level.
Was it tight?
Yeah, it was dope as fuck. It was Drake and Migos. And hey, bro, look, at that show, it was crazy. I got a whole new appreciation for Drake after that show. Because I seen the difference between some niggas on the stage rapping and then a performance, bro.
For a nigga jumping around and shit?
Yeah, like Migos, don't get me
He doing the bounce? Yeah, the bounce.
Don't get me wrong, bro. The Migos, they did they shit. On my mama, they did. But it was just like that was just some niggas up there. You feel me? And it was cool. They them niggas. On my mama, they is. But it was just...
It's a difference.
It's a difference. When Drake was up there, it was an artist up there. It was different. I'm just sitting there enjoying the show with the Migos shit. I'm rapping the songs and shit.
If you don't know the song with the Migos, it's probably like less exciting
type shit. Yeah.
I mean, Drake got so many fucking songs in his catalog. You gotta know.
I fuck with the Migos, but if you didn't really listen to the Migos and you just so happen to see them there, it probably wouldn't have been that good of a show to you.
It's certain people
I'm
with
a Migos fan. I fuck with them niggas, so I was rocking with it.
But I bet a song that you didn't know came on and I was like, I can sit down for this one.
Too many Migos songs that came on that I didn't know.
Oh, I didn't know you.
I mean, I think they got a good number of songs too, to where people know.
They got some hits.
They got them joints. They got enough for you to. You know what I mean?
But see, dude, I thought Ludacris was one of these people who I'm like, bro, back in the day, he had to have so many fucking joints that it got to be enjoyable when you go to a show and shit. I went to a show. This was at Summerfest, and this shit was butt. Yeah. Like, it wasn't good. First off, okay, to give Luda the benefit of the doubt, it was raining and shit, but his shit wasn't good. Like, this nigga did Pimpin' All Over the World and shit, and it's like, this is not what I came for. Pimpin' All Over the fucking world.
I mean, but what new Luda did you go for?
I ain't go for no new Luda. I went for fucking chicken and beer.
Know what we here for.
I went for chicken and beer. I went for act the fool. Beep, beep, hoop, hoop. All that shit. I went for move, bitch. I went from me, my, and yeah. Pimping all over the world, my nigga.
Yeah, you played me, Luda.
Cause we're pimping all over the world. Oh, yeah.
You right. You definitely right.
Bro, fuck. And I think I ended up leaving Luda. Like, man, this ain't. Like, he was in Milwaukee.
I thought you was that nigga.
He wanted people to rep the city, and you had people there chanting 262 and shit, and it was just like, what the fuck is this?
I remember you.
I'm out. Ludacris was like, I don't know 262. I thought it was 414. They like 262. They coming from Germantown and shit. They coming from Menominee Falls and Oak Creek and shit. In the building, yeah. Yeah.
These niggas repping Mequon and Thingsville.
Those who paying money.
Franklin, bitch. F-Town, bitch. I'm from the Frank.
Germantown is G-Town.
Yeah.
You ever heard people be like, we going up to G-Town?
Fuck no.
Was that a white person?
I'm sure Marquise and served plenty of white kids in Germantown who said G-Town, bro. They was like, come to G-Town, bro.
I would like to state for the record that Marquise didn't serve anybody.
I'm coming from G-Town.
Anywhere.
I'm coming from G-Town, bro.
Anywhere.
We coming from G-Town. I know you heard G-Town, though.
Nah, bro. Nah.
I think any town abbreviation is ugly. Milltown is ugly.
When you say no shit like that, they don't expect me to know no.
Milwaukee.
Ugly.
That's what we call it, because that's what it is out here. A lot of niggas.
Every city got they lame fucking like little. Don't Detroit got one or something?
D-Town.
That's so simple. I mean something else like Milwaukee, something ugly like that.
No, not that I know.
What Chicago got? I know they got one.
Shot-Town.
It's something uglier than that. It gotta be the yo.
Yeah.
That probably fit it.
That's it right
Hey yo, that fit it. Good enough.
The city, the land.
What's with all the Midwest states? When I see the dialect and the little affects that people throw in for it, it's like on some New Orleans shit where everybody said duh and dim and do dot bit bit.
Me and Neely was just in here talking about how a lot of Milwaukee artists and Milwaukee people just love, you know what I'm saying, some dirty.
We right under Canada.
Hip hop.
Like Canada's in driving distance. But yeah, it's a lot of rappers that I feel like, I mean, I guess most of them just end up falling off the fucking face of the earth. But yeah, I think you got Wayne and M in that category. But how long can you be the hottest rapper unless you're like a fucking Drake for over 10 years or some bullshit like that?
Jay-Z, Jay-Z still drop classics.
Yeah, 444 was good.
Yeah, all of Jay-Z albums is cold, bro. Only ones.
I like Jay-Z. I'm not the biggest Jay-Z. Where some people act like he's, you know.
I fuck with Jay like I fuck with him. Like I used to fuck with him, I fuck with Jay. Because I always had that same respect for Jay-Z too, but he just kept going with it. You know?
Mm.
So he still got that. When Jay drops some shit, I'm looking for it.
So who are you listening to present day on the regular?
On the regular? On the regular, I listen to Drake, Sada Baby, Da Baby,
Lil Baby.
Da Baby,
Okay,
and Lil Baby too. Yeah,
right. Yeah, okay. Baby
Migos,
from Cash Money.
Full ass. Don't listen to Baby from
Baby
Cash
Smooth.
Money. Fuck is Baby Smooth?
True.
I don't know that nigga. I don't know that nigga. Who else I listen to? Jay. Shit. Still.
Is the Baby the best Baby out of all of them? Is he better than Lil Baby? Is he better than Birdman?
Definitely better than Birdman. All the Babies better than Birdman.
But I don't know. Birdman is a pioneer.
Nah. He's the nigga with the bag. That's what
Yeah, he pioneered the bag, bro.
Yeah.
Escaped all of it.
Yeah, but that nigga can't rap.
I think Wayne was writing his raps, wasn't
I think whoever doing the song with Birdman, write Birdman rap.
he? Yeah, same thing with like Dre.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. So, because we have the conversation all the time where he's surprised about Kanye or something.
What you mean?
Kanye having ghostwriters.
Oh, yeah, that's fucked up, dog.
Is it fucked up?
Yeah, that's fucked up.
Do it make you hear Kanye any different?
Definitely a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, but it's still amazing music.
It's just he not producing it.
I mean, no, he's producing it literally.
No, I mean, not he not producing it from his brain. That's not his brain power, coming up with the words on that song. Because with rap, it's a little different, bro. Like, as a singer, somebody could write your shit, because your talent is your voice. You know what I mean? Making these words sound beautiful. That's your talent.
Mm-hmm.
A rapper, what you do when you rapping is you a wordsmith. And if you're not the one that's smithing these words, it's a problem. Like,
well, no, it's a case in like some rap thing, like how the Drake Quentin Miller shit, or maybe some Cardi B shit, where a nigga can write a cold rap, but his delivery is not like the tightest. Like Quentin Miller delivery wasn't Drake's delivery. So it's kind of the same thing with the thing where his delivery made it pop, or whatever the fuck. But
I got a problem with that.
This is, I mean, from the people I've asked recently, and by that I mean the past couple years, like Brittany, Tony, whoever, they'd be like, we don't care as long as the song is fucking going,
I mean, yeah, I guess that's cool, because if it work, it work, but I got a problem with that. I feel like as rappers need to be writing their raps, my nigga. You ain't a singer, I mean, if unless that's what you
a lot of niggas
doing
don't
out
sing
here,
rapping.
you an R&B artist. I mean, you converting over to R&B, I guess. But if you a rapper, you need to be writing your raps, because don't nobody care about your voice, my nigga. It's what you saying.
Say that about Cardi, then.
Cardi B.
No, I don't listen to Cardi though, so I can't say that about Cardi.